the shift that changes everything. For decades, we've been asking AI questions and getting answers. That era is ending. In 2026, a different kind of artificial intelligence has arrived, one that doesn't wait to be asked. One that sets its own tasks, builds its own plan, executes each step autonomously, and learns from the results. We call it Agentic AI. And here is why this is the most important shift in technology since the smartphone. According to Gartner, by the end of this year, not next year, this year 40% of enterprise applications will have built-in AI agents embedded directly into them. In 2025, that number was less than 5%. We are watching the fastest architectural transformation in the history of enterprise software. If you are a creator, a professional, a business owner, or simply someone whose job involves thinking, stay with me for the next 10 minutes. Because this is the one shift you cannot afford to misunderstand. What Agentic AI actually is. Let's define the concept precisely, because this is one of those terms being used to mean everything and nothing simultaneously. Traditional AI, the chatbots, the image generators, the text completers are reactive systems. You input a prompt, they output a response. The transaction is complete. Agentic AI is fundamentally different. These systems are proactive. They possess 4 capabilities that reactive AI does not. First, goal perception. They understand the end state you want, not just the specific task you described. Second, autonomous planning. They break that goal into a sequence of actions in the right order without being told each step. Third, tool use. They can access external systems, search the web, read a database, write code, send an email, fill out a form, all without human prompting. Fourth, memory. They remember what they did, what worked, and what didn't, and use that knowledge the next time. Put these together, and you have a system that operates more like a junior employee than a calculator. You do not tell it. Search Google, then open a spreadsheet, then send the result to my email. You tell it. Find the top 5 AI news stories today, summarize each in 2 sentences, and send me a briefing by 9 a.m. every morning. And it handles the rest every single morning without being asked again. Agentic AI systems are designed to operate like digital employees. They don't just execute instructions, they pursue outcomes. Deloitte Insights, Agentic AI Strategy 2026. The shift from tool that responds to system that pursues is not a technical footnote. It is a civilizational transition. And it is happening right now in 2026, faster than most people have registered. The numbers why 2026 is the inflection point. Here are the numbers, and I want you to sit with each of them, because they are not projections from optimistic startups. These are verified figures from Gartner, Deloitte, Forrester, and Capgemini. 40%. That is the share of enterprise software applications Gartner predicts will embed task-specific AI agents by the end of 2026. In 2025, it was less than 5%. That is an 8-fold increase in a single year. 93%. That is the share of senior executives who believe organizations that successfully scale AI agents in the next 12 months will gain a decisive edge over every competitor who does not. 171%. That is the average return on investment from agentic AI deployments, measured by Forrester. US companies averaged 192%. But here is the number that tells the real story, the one that explains why most organizations will not capture these returns. 11%. Only 11% of organizations are actively running agentic AI in production today. 30% are exploring. 38% are running pilots. But only 11% have crossed the line from experiment to operating system. Deloitte calls this the execution gap, and they warn it will widen. Gartner estimates that more than 40% of agentic AI projects will fail by 2027 because they were built on legacy enterprise systems that were never designed for autonomous AI execution. What this means is counterintuitive. The opportunity is enormous. The adoption is real. But the majority of organizations are still in the pilot phase, which means the window to build a genuine competitive advantage has not closed. It is open right now. Where AGNTs are already working real DPLOMNTs. Agentic AI is not a future concept. It is already running inside real organizations at a scale that should stop you in your tracks. In healthcare, a hospital system was manually reviewing patient charts and submitting infection control data to the CDC. That process took 7 to 10 days per cycle. After deploying an AI agent built on Snowflake's Cortex AI framework, chart review time dropped by 98% at 99% accuracy, higher accuracy than the human process. The hospital has publicly stated they can never go back. In retail, Walmart deployed an agentic inventory system with a strategic target of 50% of sales through e-commerce by 2026. The AI agent detects demand signals, generates forecasts, and initiates inventory actions without manual triggers. The result in pilot regions, a 22% increase in e-commerce sales. In financial services, banks using agentic systems for loan origination are approving applications 40% faster, while simultaneously reducing fraud by 35%. Two goals that usually trade off against each other, speed and accuracy, are being achieved simultaneously for the first time. In customer service, contact centers deploying autonomous agents are cutting cost per contact by 20 to 40%. Not because they eliminated staff, but because agents resolve the routine Tier 1 issues, and human agents are redirected to the complex, high-value conversations they actually need to handle. 89% of buyers report higher employee satisfaction in departments where agents were deployed, largely because agents take repetitive work off people's plates. G2 Enterprise AI Agents Report, 2026. This is the pattern worth paying attention to. In every verified deployment, agentic AI is not replacing human judgment, it is freeing human judgment to operate at its highest level. The agents handle volume. The humans handle meaning. What this means for CREATORS, the AGNTIC creator. Now here is where this becomes personal for everyone watching this channel. Think about your current workflow, research, scripting, thumbnail ideation, title testing, description writing, scheduling, responding to comments, analyzing what performed. Every one of those tasks can be handled by an agent in parallel while you do something no agent can do. Decide what matters, decide what angle serves your audience, and bring a perspective that is uniquely, irreducibly human. The creators who understand agentic AI first will not just produce more content. They will produce better content, faster, while spending their actual creative hours on the decisions that only they can make. But there is a philosophical dimension here that I want you to sit with, because it changes not just what you do, but how you think about what you do. McKinsey's landmark report on the agentic organization found that 89% of companies still operate in what they call the industrial age operating model: linear, hierarchical, human every step. Only 1% have reached what McKinsey calls the decentralized network model, where humans and AI agents collaborate fluidly as a unified system. The 1% who get there first do not just work differently. They operate in a fundamentally different competitive dimension. And in the creator economy, that gap between the 1% and everyone else will become visible in 2026. The 3 laws of the AGNTIC era, your framework. Before we close, I want to give you a framework 3 laws for navigating the agentic era that I have distilled from years of watching technology transitions. Law 1, agents amplify decisions, they do not make them. The organizations and creators who win in the agentic era are the ones who bring exceptional human strategic judgment to the top of the system and let agents execute beneath it. The ones who lose are the ones who hand the judgment over to. Your perspective, your standards, your creative vision, these are not inefficiencies to be automated. They are your competitive moat. Law 2, speed of adoption matters more than depth of adoption. The data is clear. 93% of executives say the window to gain a competitive edge from AI agents is the next 12 months, not 3 years, not when it matures further. Now, the organizations deploying imperfect agents today will outlearn, out-iterate, and outperform those waiting for the perfect system tomorrow. Law 3. The execution gap is your opportunity. Only 11% of organizations are running agents in production. The other 89% are watching, planning, or stuck in pilot. This is not a warning. This is one of the widest competitive openings in modern business history, and it has a time limit. The chatbot era asked AI to be a tool. The agentic era asks AI to be a collaborator. The question is not whether this transition is happening. It is. The statistics, the deployments, the market data, all of it confirms the same thing. The question is whether you are on the right side of this shift when it becomes undeniable. Drop the word Agentic in the comments right now, and I'll send you my free 2026 Agentic Workflow Starter Kit. The exact agent frameworks, tools, and setup I use day in, day out with minimal manual effort. Hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell. I release these deep dive AI reports every single day. Stay curious, stay strategic, stay ahead. See you tomorrow.